And again, Vice, pasensyahan po tayo. I just want to warn you. Don't push this committee to cite you in contempt. Hindi po pwede yun, Vice. You were absent. Then during the plenary, you attack Congress. Mayor Dolor did not send an excuse letter, and that is an insult to this committee and to the lower house. Let it be on record that this is a last warning for your mayor. He is a public official. He should know his responsibility. Magpapa-excuse ka, papadala ka lang ng medical certificate? Vice Mayor, salamat pala po sa pagpunta. Salamat po sa pagpunta.
Okay po, magandang
Mayor,
umaga po.
I've said kanina po, supposedly, depending on the result of this in today's hearing, sana po, this will be the last hearing po. But your mayor is not present once again. So, pasensyaan na po tayo. I have to conduct hearing po ulit for the Bawan issue during the break po. Dapat tayo magawa. It's not the committee's fault or the chairman's fault. Now, Comsec, please state all the names invited today that are not present. Before I proceed, let me acknowledge the presence of one of the members of our Young Guns. No? Ito yung papelit dito sa public accounts. Representative Amparo Maria Zamora, representing Lone District, Taguig City po. Ma'am, thank you for coming. Yan na yung papalit dito. And of course, while we have already acknowledged the presence of ACOP Chairman Committee on Transportation, one of the senior member of the House of Representatives, once again, let me acknowledge the presence of the Chairman Committee on Transportation, the House of Congress, 19th Congress, Representative Romeo Acop. Thank you, Chairman, for coming. Comsec, please proceed.
Mr. Chair, if I may, we sent an invitation letter to Mayor Ryan Dolor, but he's not with us right now. He sent a medical certificate. And also, we sent an invitation to Mr. Herbert Tan. And he sent an excuse letter last hearing, but we have not received any excuse letter today. We also sent an invitation letter to a former admin officer Alfredo Di Maunahan, former Vice Mayor Romeo Bacong, former Vice Mayor Juan Magboo, former Councilor Jerome Alvin Monilla, and former Councilor Yanil Dalangin. They did not send any excuse letter. They are not present today, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Comsec. Isa-isahin po natin. Unahin po natin kay Mayor Dolor. For the information of everyone, especially the members of this committee, nung last hearing po, we have received an excuse letter from the mayor, no? In which it stated na busy po siya nung nakaraang hearing, kaya hindi siya makapunta because of, yun, may mga wedding daw. But gusto ko na pong basahin yung last part, no? Last paragraph of his excuse letter, last hearing. I deeply value the opportunity to engage in the important work being discussed at the hearing. And it is unfortunate that my previous commitments will prevent my participation. Tapos po sabi niya po, rest assured that I remain fully committed to the issues being addressed as I am giving utmost respect to your committee and the entire lower house. Yun po. But today, once again, he is not present. And question of his statement giving utmost respect to our committee and the entire lower house. But today he's once again absent. And question of respect, for the record, Mayor Dolor did not send an excuse letter, and that is an insult to this committee and to the lower house. Why? Because he only sent a medical certificate without an attachment signed by him. And that is not acceptable in this committee. Pasensya na po. Let it be on record that this is a last warning for your mayor. Sabi ko na po kanina, if this, in today's hearing, substantial na po ang mga facts and data and testimonies of all the resource persons present, sabi ko nga, sana po ito na lang po ang last hearing dito. Because today we will focus on the second subject matter. Yung sa basketball court po. Admin, municipal admin, please remind the mayor and relay the statement of the chairman in today's hearing. It is not acceptable. He is a public official. He should know his responsibility. Magpapa-excuse ka, papadala ka lang ng medical certificate? Now, this will be also a reminder and a warning to everyone. Chairman Akop.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If the committee finds the excuse of the Honorable Mayor not acceptable, then I will move that we issue a show cause order for him to explain, so that if he will not show himself again for the next time, then we can issue or move to cite him in contempt.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There's a motion by Chairman Akop to issue a show cause order for Mayor Dolor. Duly seconded. In objection, the chair is none. The motion is carried. COMSEC is directed to issue a show cause order for Mayor Dolor of Bawan, Batangas. Now, thank you. Now, second, eto lang po, before I proceed to the second invitation. Eto lang po, nung nakaraan, wedding, ngayon po, may sakit. Pero po, nung last lang po, few days ago, or last week lang po, Mayor Dolor, and that includes Vice Mayor Cruzat, is present in the prayer rally. And well, in fact, we have a record, lambasting Congress. And again, Vice, pasensyahan po tayo. I just want to warn you. Don't push this committee to cite you in contempt in violation of Section 11, Paragraph F. And what is that? Paragraph F. Undue interference in committee hearings. Hindi po pwede yun, Vice. You were absent. Then during the prayer rally, you attack Congress. This is again a warning to all of you. And that includes former Councilor Rivera, you're present there. Tama? Nandun ka, di ba? Si Mayor nandun din, di ba? Pati yung Vice Mayor ng Mataas Takaoy nandun, di ba?
Mr. Chair, sorry, hindi ko po alam anong nangyari. Meron pong prayer rally.
O, sila doon. Di ba may prayer rally doon? And attacking Congress and this hearing. Now, sabi ko nga, yung letter niya, high regards and respect to this committee and to the lower house, then you attack. Absent ka na dito, hindi ka na napakita, tapos mag-prayer rally ka, atakin mo pa yung house. Again, I just like to remind everyone, you cannot do it. Wala pong invitation doon. Wala pong show cause order doon. Wala pong supe na mangyari doon. kung ang violation mo is Section 11, Paragraph F, undue interference. And for the record, you check the record of this committee. I have cited, this committee have cited in contempt Governor Mamba for undue interference. Governor Mamba, Cagayan. Kaya po, respetuhan na tayo dito. And don't force us to issue a contempt order for you. Vice, I hope nagkaintindihan po tayo.
Sorry po, sir. Hindi na po nga ulit.
Thank you, Vice. Thank you, your apologies. We'll take it po. Paki-remind lang po kay Mayor. Huwag niyong gawin yun. Kasi, yun sabi ko nga, binibigyan kayo ng pagkakataon, inimbitahan kayo dito to explain. Di ba? Your side. Di ba? Anyway, Comsec, who else? Former Councilor Rivera is present. Who are those invitees na may excuse letter?
Mr. Herbert Tan, Mr. Chair.
Comsec, anong excuse?
He sent an excuse letter last January 27 stating that he is a diabetic, but right now, Mr. Chair, he did not send any excuse letter. Or at least we're still waiting for his excuse letter.
Sino yan? Yung former president ng Aquadata, no? Absent na naman. Mr. Tan was issued the COCOS last time? Or an
Only an
invitation?
invitation, Mr. Chair.
Only an invitation. And what was the excuse letter last hearing?
He's diabetic, Mr. Chair.
The same as the content of the excuse letter today?
He did not send any excuse letter today, Mr. Chair.
I did not. Who else who sent an excuse letter today? Before we tackle those invitees na walang excuse letter.
Mr. Chair, from First Bay, President Joseph Reyes of First Bay Power Corporation, he sent an excuse letter dated February 4, 2025, saying that he is presently isolating himself because he has flu-like symptoms. From Aquadata Incorporated, Aquadata President Joseph Yu and Vice President Jonathan Yu, he's out of the country, Mr. Chair. They're both out of the country. But I believe that they sent several representatives who are here now.
Who are the representative of Aquadata? Kanina po, tinawag ang pangalan mo kanina. Okay, please. Take a seat po. Please state your name and your position in Aquadata.
Good morning po, Your Honor. I'm Engineer Paulo Morales, the Concurrent General Manager of Aquadata.
Concurrent. Kailan po kayo naging GM?
I was appointed as a General Manager in end of 2017.
End of 2017. But siguro naman po, you can answer questions. Kasi yung transaction happens 2007 pa. Tama po. To 2013.
Your Honor, pasensya na po. I have no personal knowledge regarding what happened at below my year po ng pagkakapasok sa Aquadata.
Ilang taon na nag-operate ang Aqua Data that na naging GM ka? 2 years? 4 years? 6 years?
Think,
Ikaw GM.
ako po GM, sir.
Before that, prior to the GM, ilang taon? Six years.
Maybe po, 6
Oh,
years po.
6. Anyway, you're the GM now, kung current GM. Let us see po, pag nasagot mo yung mga tanong, pag hindi po, we will, again, is Aqua Data, is Mr. Tan still connected with Aqua Data?
Your Honor, hindi na po siya connected sa Aqua Data.
When you assume as General Manager, hindi na po siya connected.
Yes po, hindi na po.
When the Aqua Data started to operate, hindi na siya connected.
I have no personal knowledge po regarding
Yun,
that.
yun yung hindi mo masagot. Anyway, tingnan natin. But of course, it will be the pleasure of the committee members for the representative from Aqua Data and for Mr. Tan. Mr. Tan, diabetic, lahat naman dito. Hindi naman lahat, pero marami naman dito. Kahit member ng Congress, diabetic, pero every day we report to Congress. Yes, Vice Chair Kit.
Mr. Chair, we need someone who could answer our questions. We can't just have someone who is representing the corporation or the company, but who is unable to answer the questions. That would be useless invitations, Mr. Chair. The excuse that one has diabetes for as long as it does not prohibit him from moving around or going to and from one place to another, I don't think that's an acceptable excuse, Mr. Chair. Now, for me, a lot of members here or a lot of people here have in one form or another been suffering from type 2 diabetes, but they still take time to honor the invitation of this committee and be present. So, I don't think that's an acceptable explanation, Mr. Chair.
So, what's the pleasure of the members?
Mr. Chair, I move that we also issue a show cause order for the said individuals who have continue to not respect who continue to disrespect the committee by not showing up. Alam mo, Mr. Chair, just to say my piece, I'm not diabetic, but at one point, 2 years ago, I had kidney failure and heart failure, and I show up every day to work. That doesn't hinder me from any of my comorbidities have never hindered me from showing up for work.
Oh, there's a motion by the Honorable Zamora.
I second, Mr. Chair.
Duly seconded. In objection, the chair says the motion is carried. A show cause order is to be issued to those invitees from Aqua Data, Mr. Chu and Mr. Tan. COMSEC is directed to issue a show cause order.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Who else, COMSEC?
Mr. Chair, we also sent invitations to a former Admin Officer Alfredo Di Maunahan, former Vice Mayor Romeo Bacong, former Vice Mayor Juan Magboo, former Councilor Jerome Alvin Monilla, and former Councilor Yanil Dalangin.
Have they sent an excuse letter, COMSEC?
No, Mr. Chair.
Oh, since all those mentioned name did not send an excuse letter, what's the pleasure of the committee? Chairman Akop.
Mr. Chair, may I know how many times have they not attended and how many times they have failed to provide an excuse?
Mr. Chair, during the first hearing, we sent out an invitation through the PNP, and according to the returns, they have received the letter. And in the second hearing, for the second hearing, we asked, our staff asked the municipal administrator attorney Talag to provide their emails, which she did. So we sent the second invitation through their email, and they did not reply, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, pursuant to our protocol, may I move that we issue also a show cause order for those people who have not attended and have not provided any reason for their absence? So move, Mr. Chair.
I second, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to issue a show cause order for those named mentioned. Duly seconded. In objection, the chair says none. The motion is carried. COMSEC is directed to issue a show cause order for all those named mentioned.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Now, all those resource persons that the first time to attend and have not taken their oath, please stand. And COMSEC is directed to administer the oath for all those resource persons that have not taken their oath. Please proceed.
Stand up. Stand up and raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before this committee, so help you God? The oath has been administered, Your Honor.
Thank you, COMSEC. Thank you po. Please be seated. Now, let's proceed with the continuation of the interpolation of all the members. Now, COA? Is COA present? Yes, COA. COA, let's focus with the list of municipal commercial lot in Bawan, Batangas, yung Bawan Plaza. Before the members ask question, please brief us in brief also, no, the findings of COA with regards to the Bawan Public Plaza.
To the honorable members of the Committee on Public...
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Nakalimutan ko lang po. Since ang focus ngayon is the list of the public plaza, gusto ko lang po balikan yung ano po, ma'am, yung sa
Bawan Waterworks.
Waterworks. Kasi naputol po kayo nung nakaraan doon po sa mga findings niyo po, di ba? So can we discuss once again? Just for on record lang po. Kasi established naman po, but of course I think number 3, number 4 hindi mo na-discuss, but please discuss it again or state it again just for the record. Simulan na po natin sa number 1. Okay, please proceed po.
Okay.
Before you brief us with regards to the Bawan Plaza.
Okay.
Thank you.
To the honorable members of the Committee on Public Accounts, good morning po sa inyong lahat. And to the Committee Secretariat, magandang umaga po. At to all the attendees here present in this hearing, good morning sa inyong lahat po. So, if I may, Your Honor, I will now read again the findings of the, as indicated in the Fraud Audit Report number 2017-003, on the results of the Special Audit Investigation on the sale and disposal of the Bawan Waterworks System facility. For finding number 1, the privatization of Bawan Waterworks System through Build, Operate, Transfer Scheme was not compliant with Republic Act 6957 as amended by RA 7718 and RA 7160, known as the Local Government Code of 1991, and the respective implementing rules and regulations. The subtopic of that major finding, Your Honor, is that the municipality of Bawan had no approved list of priority projects that may be financed, constructed, operated, and maintained by the private sector through the authorized contractual arrangements or schemes in violation of Section 4 of the BOT law and Section 2.3 of its IRR. Moreover, the Bawan Waterworks System privatization project was neither confirmed, approved by the appropriate local development council or the LDC or the NEDA board, the Investment Coordination Committee, nor was there a detailed guidelines prescribed by the approving body on the process and procedures of the approval of BWS project and contracts in violation of Section 2.7 and Section 2.8 of the said IRR. Second, both the invitation to apply for eligibility and to bid, dated December 7, 2007, and the notice dated January 8, 2008, to all prospective infrastructure or development project proponents were not published in a newspaper of general circulation, general and local circulation, or in the municipality's website, in violation again of sections 2.4 and 5.2 of the IRR of the BOT law. Nor were there duly registered contractors notified of the BWS project in violation of section 302B of RA 7160, resulting in limited participation of project proponents. Third, no pre-qualification requirements and its deadline for submission were stated in the unpublished IAEB, or the invitation to apply for eligibility to bid, and the notice in violation of sections 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, Rule 5 of the IRR of the BOT law, as amended. Neither were instructions to bidders as well as the minimum design, performance standard specifications, and economic parameters prepared, nor was the provision for bid submission complied in violation of section 7.1. Thus, the rules of the bidding were not established and the evaluation parameters of the bids were not defined, prescribed, contrary to sections 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3 of the IRR. The fourth subtopic for finding number 1 is that there was undue haste in the mayor's decision to privatize, rehabilitate, upgrade BWS pursuant to Administrative Order Number 14A Series of 2007, creating the PBAC for the privatization of Bawan Waterworks System. As the reasons for the general rehabilitation, upgrading of BWS were yet to be determined and established at the time the AO was issued. For the second major finding and its subtopics, the bidding appeared to be prearranged due to the following attendant circumstances. Number 1, the IAEB and the notice were neither published in the PhilJEPS, the Bawan's website, nor in the newspaper of general nationwide circulation. The municipality of Bawan merely submitted on April 28, 2008, a self-serving affidavit of posting that the notice was posted at the bulletin board of the municipal building and in conspicuous places in the municipality. Second, prior to the project proponents' incorporation on April 4, 2008, Mr. Herbert Tan, who eventually became president thereof, made an advance payment of 2 million on March 26, 2007 for electricity expenses of the municipality of Bawan. On March 27, 2008, or 8 days before Aquadata's incorporation, or 13 days before the award of BWS management contract to Aquadata on April 9, 2008, Mr. Tan made another financial assistance of 20 million as deposit for future sale. Third, Aquadata was considered qualified by the PBAC, although the proponent bidders were not pre-qualified by the former as to the bidder's legal personality, technical experience or track record, and financial capability in violation of Section 5.4 of the IRR of the BOT law as amended. Fourth, despite the absence of a rehabilitation program, plan, and project cost estimate, the PBAC and the SB received, considered, and evaluated the letters of intent, bid offers for general management contract with option to purchase in violation of Section 11.9 of the IRR. The award was made to Aquadata Incorporated despite the non-responsiveness of its bid and without requiring it to post a bond as required under Article 400 of the IRR of the Local Government Code of 1991. The third major finding, Your Honor, is that The general management contract with option to purchase entered into between the municipality of Bawan and Aquadata is grossly disadvantageous to the municipality for the following reasons. First, the 95% and 5% sharing of BWS gross revenues in favor of Aquadata and Municipality of Bawan respectively is iniquitous as it lacks factual and legal basis. Only chlorination was offered by Aquadata. Moreover, the intended improvement, rehabilitation of the BWS by Aquadata was not supported with necessary program of work, detailed cost estimates, and timeline within which to finish the rehabilitation and to recoup the capital expenditures. Second, the municipality of Bawan allowed Aquadata to impose 18% interest on the financial assistance of 20 million it voluntarily offered, which is deductible from the purchase price when there was no express provision thereof in the letter of intent. Third, the municipality of Bawan shelled out 22.068 million for BWS personal services from April 23, 2008 to January 13, 2013, and 18.249 million for maintenance and other operating expenses from 2008 to 2009. These expenses should have been treated as Aquadata's regular operating expenses in the management of BWS, in accordance with the letter of intent submitted by Aquadata. As a consequence, the municipality of Bawan suffered a net loss of 34.254 million instead of an assured income of 9.278 million for its 5% share in the management contract. Fourth, Section 7.1 and 10.2 of the General Management Contract with option to purchase that confer ownership of CAPEX to Aquadata, including the imposition of 18% interest thereon, gave Aquadata undue benefit and advantage. Fifth, the contract lacks specific provisions regarding Aquadata's specific deliverables or output that would justify its 95% revenue share on BWS. Consequently, all payments to Aquadata with regard to its management and rehabilitation of BWS were not supported with milestones and complete documentation, including official receipts authorized by the Bureau of Internal Revenue in violation of Section 4, Number 6 of Presidential Decree Number 1445. Sixth, Aquadata earned 123.089 million net of its 95 share of the Bawan Water District gross revenues after only 4 years and 8 months of operation. Of this amount, 60.898 million pertains to net receipts for the General Management Contract covering the period April 23, 2008 to January 11, 2011, and 62.191 million during its holdover management of BWS for the period January 11, 2011 to January 13, 2013. On the other hand, the municipality of Bawan's assured income of 5% share on gross revenues covering the period April 23, 2008 to January 13, 2013, amounting to 9.278 million, resulted to a net loss of 34.254 million after the payment of BWS personal services and MOOE totaling 43.544 million, which were irregular management expenses of Aquadata.